So I was trying to take this thing off because I don't want the sticker on here. But it's being a pain. Whoever put this tape, the sticker on it, must have thought it was a good idea to make sure it stayed on for life.
I am sewing a heart. Can you switch to camera views where they can see a bigger picture?
For both of us, you mean?
Yeah.
Good question. Hang on. Let me see. Yeah, I could put it on the second one, I think. There. Is that what you need?
Yeah, that one.
All right.
Hi, Teresa. I'm waiting for my daughter to get back with me with a picture. So right now I'm sewing my little voodoo doll. But I can show you what I made last night.
Let me put the camera on you because I'm just trying to put the tape off.
Okay. So,
all right, camera's on you.
I made this spell book, just a little novelty spell book. It's a little novelty spell book. Just got a little spells in it. Just a cute little novelty.
Did you ever start with the vampire book, the one? Wait a minute. No, okay, where did those come from?
What?
The spells in that book.
I went through and found them on Google.
Okay.
And I saved them. And I just made a little book. Just for novelty.
Yeah, it's something like the one I was going to do.
And then got a little bag. Hi, Kathy. And
Kathy.
I got my little bones. Did the bones. And then I did the ruins.
Oh yeah, did B Mama send it to you last night?
She told me what to wear, and I Googled them, and I found them, so I made it. I told her not to bother. I had these little dominoes, and I covered them, and then I made them. Then I had them right away.
So cool.
And then eventually, when I get the tarot cards, that'll be in the box as well. So I made the runes. They're double-sided. And then I made some like little potion bottles that'll be in there. Like this has just got black little netting in. I just put it in there so it looks like there's something in it. This one has little glue that looks like, or glitter, so it looks like something's in that one.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of cleaning my...
this just is pearls with some black in there, so it looks like something weird. And this one is my frog eggs. I call it my frog eggs. So when you open my box, that's all going to be in there. And now I am doing a little voodoo doll.
I went to the Goodwill this afternoon, and I will put the camera back on me and show them what I found. So I went with the purpose that I wanted to find a 3-ring binder because I want to make a potion book, like a book that you can put your spells and your potions and everything else. I saw this really cute digital on Etsy yesterday, and I haven't bought it yet, but I will. But I wanted a 3-ring binder when I came across this, and look at this. It's a post-bond album, but it's small. It's like just for simple photos. But I fell in love with it because it's a hard cover. It's a wooden cover, which means it's going to be really, really easy to paint, to turn it into something. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pages that are in here right now, and I'm going to sew the spell pages to it. And then I also found, what was the other thing I found? I found the letters, alphabet letters from A to Z. So I'm going to make it so that it comes in, and I've got the longer post bond things because these ones are way too freaking small. So that's basically what I'm going to start with today. Is I'm just going to gesso this, and I am going to start painting it because I want the outside of the book to be all black.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so let's put that one somewhere safe. Oh, it does not come apart. Oh well, no biggie. So put that to the side, put that one back in there, and then so this one here, yeah, the whole thing's gonna have to be painted. All right, paintbrush. Be right back. Gotta get a paintbrush. I think it's in my screen.
So right now I'm just sewing a little heart on my little doll.
I'll put the camera on both of us again in a minute. All right, there we go. No, not yet, Lise. Something happened with my check, and I called and spoke to my worker yesterday. So I have to wait 2 more days. So I should get my check tomorrow. And so this weekend, I'll plan on going to the trim store to pick up some more stuff and get the trims. So I unfortunately, I was planning on doing that today to go and do that running around. But unfortunately, with that kind of screw up, yeah, I'm stuck waiting. So. Okay, I know I had masking tape around here somewhere. Of course, now that I need it, it's nowhere to be found. All right, I'll just have to be extra careful and not, oh, no, I don't want to use, I don't want to use a regular paintbrush for the painting. Use sponge brush, gesso, because I find that gesso kind of tends to ruin brushes. So, but this one definitely is going to need some kind of a gesso on it.
So I'm gonna put this aside for now. Put that over there. Get my paint. Finish the inside of my box.
Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. That it's going to get paint all over the place. Okay, this is not going to work. I've got to put some kind of tape there, otherwise it's going to ruin it.
Lisa's asking if Borders are still closed.
Yes, ma'am, they are. Borders are still closed. They're not going to open the Borders anytime soon. It's, you know, it's still pretty. So I'm going to just remove this for the moment. Actually, you know what? I might have to actually, I'm going to do this a little bit differently, guys, because I just realized that this has got a shiny coat on it. It is not going to get. Found my masking tape too. All right. So I'm going to have to rough it up a bit so that put the tape on it first. And that way I don't have to worry about it ruining underneath. Hi, Diamond.
Hi, Dave. Hi, baby. Find me anything yet? I need it now.
I am going to put you in front of me so that I can see the comments better. There we go. All right, got the phone thingy. That's not gonna work. Let's try upwards.
Yeah, now I have to make another Hocus Pocus book.
Why?
My granddaughter saw diamonds. I told her, I said, I'll do it, but you have to go buy the box. Everything else I have. And a 12-pack of Pepsi, and you were good to go. Because she's family. So, she's going to go buy a box. Diamond told me about it. And I'm like, well, tell her. She buys the box, a 12-pack of Pepsi. I'll do it. It's my charge.
Yeah, because the box you bought it at Michael's, right?
Yeah, I told her she could check Hobby Lobbies. Any of the craft stores should have them. Told her the size.
I am so mad. They do not sell that box here. They sell a version of it, but not one that's that deep.
Oh, yeah. Diamond, you should tell her it's 1.5 deep.
Yeah. Make sure
Message back to Jessica that it's 1.5 deep so she knows.
Yeah.
God mama. Not grandma. God mama. For my goddaughter. She wants one.
Isn't that always the case? Kids always want what mama and daddy have.
Well, my Hocus Pocus book, Diamond asked me to do one anyways. So.
Well, that much I knew, but
Yeah.
I don't think you were expecting to do one for your goddaughter.
No. I told Diamond if it was anybody else, I'd be selling it for $150.
I would agree.
I ain't gonna start it until the box shows up because just in case it's not the same type of box, but hers may be smaller, hers may be bigger, then I know.
Yeah, because I won't be able to get to Michael's until I get my check now. Going crazy trying to get the rest of the stuff until I have enough money, because I have to go and get the resin. I have to go and get because I'm also buying I don't know, I didn't make it in the group. I'm buying a mold set from Amazon that has the mold for a coffin, a coffin, a bat, a spider, and hands.
Oh, cool.
And I wanted the coffin lid to put on top of the box. So then I was talking to Joe, and she suggested I go and get resin from Home Depot as opposed to buying the ones from the craft store.
Yeah,
it's a lot cheaper. So I checked here in Canada and on Home Depot, and sure enough, they have it. Mm-hmm. So, but that's another $55. So I'm gonna have to wait. Definitely it's going to have to come off if I can afford it. I'm going to have to see, because I've got a lot of bills to pay up and catch up. Yep. Like I had already planned out on the clay and stuff like that. That's not going to cost me much. And then, adding in the molds is not that much either, but the resin, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have to go and buy black alcohol ink, because I want a couple of colors that are going to be on the items that I make. So all in all, it's a couple of $100 that I just might not have right now.
Yep.
I'll have to wait and see. But I started class this morning, so that was something totally different and interesting. And he did a very quick introduction, just introduced us to the program. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now back in school, at least for the next 6 weeks. Then we'll see what happens.
Are you like on unemployment?
Yeah, no, not unemployment. I think it's social services to you guys or welfare.
Oh, okay.
I was under the sickness benefits,
Mhm.
and now that's run out. But I still can't work because I'm still passing out and still having problems with my diabetes.
Mhm.
So she wants me to take online classes so that when I am ready to go to work, I can kind of just jump back in to
Uh,
the workforce.
okay.
Because I've been out already now 4 years. So, even though mine is a specialty job, I'm still going to need all the retraining like I did 9 years ago.
Okay.
So,
Got it.
hence the reason why she wanted me to go and take these classes and stuff. And also, the other deal that I made with them is I said, okay, fine, I'll go and take these classes under the condition that you can help me learn how to use Microsoft. No, how to use not Microsoft. It's Photoshop. How to use Photoshop. And the guy
Okay.
said, no problem. We'll teach you how to use Photoshop. I said, okay, then it's deal. I'll show up and do your lessons and do whatever you need me to do if you can teach me how to do the Photoshop. He said, sure. I said, okay, we're done. We're good.
Good.
I mean, and they're gonna also some of the program payments also help to pay for your different equipment that you might need, like books and stuff for the class. So
Mhm.
the extra payment will help me pay for the actual programming, like
Oh,
the
nice.
actual Photoshop program. Yeah, because you don't really need textbooks and stuff for this course, but you do need the programming, and you do need to pay for the internet.
Mhm.
So
Well, that's good.
yeah, because everything is done online now. With the COVID and everything, it's kind of a blessing in disguise because of the fact that a lot of the um, career centers and stuff like that that people used to walk into have now had to adapt where their programs are mostly online.
Yeah.
So what's everybody up to today? And I don't mean size.
Yeah.
I had to say that. It seems like every time lately that I ask my friends, so what are you up to? Oh, about 5'5" and 150 pounds.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, that's not what I meant. We know, but we figured we'd tease you anyway.
Diamond, I'm waiting on you. Almost waiting on you, baby. Yeah, Diamond goes to school.
So what is she taking?
Or forensic psychology.
Oh, okay.
Just liking it. She's had her tough days.
Yeah, it's gonna be good and bad.
Yeah. And I think that's anything when you go to school.
Yes, ma'am.
Was her year, and then COVID. Oh, just psychology, not forensic yet. But that's her goal is to be for forensic psychology. So she's taking this psychology form of it right now, and eventually moving on to that specialty.
That's okay. That works.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa. Vanessa, I could not post it in your group for some reason. It's just a page. It doesn't show me being allowed to post in there. So if you want to send it out to your friends or to your group, can you post it for me, please? I was able to do it in all the other groups, but not in yours. So just if you guys are wondering, it's not going to stay gray. It's just when I made my own gesso yesterday and tried, oh no, a couple of days ago, and tried to color it, the base of the gesso was white and unfortunately turned gray and not black, even though I used a full bottle of black. I'll know for future reference to start with a base of black and add the white slowly instead of doing it the other way around.
I think it's equal amount if I don't mistaken. I'm not.
You could absolutely be right. You could be right.
I'm not positive. So I can't help you there, but I do want to
I
say
didn't start it from scratch. I already had gesso and I just wanted to add the paint. So the last time I made this, when I started with my own, with the plaster and the glue and everything else, it did turn black. But because I had already I used pre-made gesso, I think that's why it didn't turn the color I needed it. I should have named this Halloween craft, Halloween art craft. I'll go back and after the stream and fix it.
Excuse me.
Did Joe give any other update other than the one that she posted earlier?
No, I haven't seen anything else.
He's okay.
Yeah, me too.
She doesn't need that added stress.
No, especially on her free week.
Exactly. All right, I am going to be muffled because I got to turn the heat gun on. Oh, wait, before I do that. All right. The Canadian government is helping us during the pandemic. There are different incentives and things like that in place for us to take advantage of. However, I'm not under that program. I haven't worked in a couple of years, and because of that, I don't qualify for all the extra incentives. And Vanessa, to answer your question, I think her grandson fell and bumped his head. So they're at the hospital right now to make sure that he's okay. So she'll join us if she gets home early enough. I want to take my time with this book because I fell in love with the idea of what Joe did on hers yesterday with that webbing, that black webbing.
Yeah.
But I didn't have time, and I didn't have any money to go to the fabric store. I think the same place that I went to get all the trims and stuff downtown, I think they had that specialty metallic webbing that Joe used, like the real fine one. So I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna go down.
Is this what you're talking about? Is this what you're talking about, Marina?
Yes.
Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I didn't see anything like that when I was there. Remember we looked?
Oh.
No, okay. The one I want to get, it's like, it's almost like a tool.
Oh.
But yeah, it's like a metallic sparkle that is that same way, but it's not a rope. It's almost like tool material.
Oh, that's my black paint. How can you lose your black paint, Tina? You're sitting right here. Oh, it fell.
Tina.
Yeah.
How did you get that look on your box? Is that's not just straight paint, is it?
Underneath is this it's this 160-pound paper that my husband makes. He brought me a roll.
Oh, okay, so you did put paper on there.
Yeah, I crunched it up like this. I moistened it, and then I crunched it up, and I left it crunched up overnight, and then I took them out and let them dry the next day. And I sprayed this with spray adhesive down so that it stayed down like that. Look, the spray adhesive.
Yeah.
And then I added like the color, and with that, and that was I Mod Podged the top. After I sprayed it down, I let it get settled, and I put I didn't press too much, but I wanted that crinkle look. My daughter's calling. I'll be right. I'm gonna mute for a second. Sorry.
Okay, now I'm thinking I want to put some kind of texture on this, just to kind of give it a rough look. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Now, which is going to be the front. I think I'm not going to do a mixed media project, but I will do a textured look.
Okay, that's all I did is I used spray adhesive after my crunkle paper was done. This one I added the black. Where diamonds, I just went over with brown lightly. I dry brushed. I didn't paint. I dry brushed all this.
Okay.
And that's how I got that look.
What I'm thinking is I'm going to take some modeling paste and I want to make lines on the book similar to what I did to the box.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that's going to be able to be dried. Yeah, it should be. I think I can use the heat gun to dry it. I don't want to do it very heavy. I just want to do it lightly, just to give it a bit of a texture. Do you think that's a good idea, or should I use the same book idea?
What do you want it? Okay, look. It looks so shiny in there, but it's different. It's weird. The camera. I didn't hear you. What did you want it to do?
Okay, I want to make some kind of a texture on the book.
Yeah.
So the question is, do I use craft paper, like the same idea, crumple it all up and then Mod Podge it down, or do I use like a texture paste and then kind of run my fingers, or the same way that I did the book?
I would do.
I'm going to do it that way. I think I'm really liking that idea. I'll show you guys how I did it. I was thinking I wanted to do a Mod Podge thingy, but I don't think so. Okay, so the idea is you're going to take, I used the Prima Marketing stones, but I don't have any more. I'm out of it. So I am going to take modeling paste instead and do the same type of idea. Just kind of brush it on in different spots. Just a light texture.
Oh, okay, I got you. Now I see what you meant. Yeah, that's cool.
But I don't want to use a stencil. I kind of want to use it like freehand type thing. Just like age the cover, but make it look like it's been roughed up and been there for years and years and years. And I'm going to do it just on the front cover. I'm not going to do it on the back because I think the back is going to be too much. Or should you, what do you think?
I would do it on the back as well.
Yeah, I said it and then I realized, wait a minute, no, that's not going to work right. It's got to be on the back.
Because even I did the back of mine here.
Yeah.
I may not be, I'm not adding anything else because it wobbles. But then it don't look odd to me.
And I'm not doing it very heavy. I'm doing it just very lightly. You can almost still see through the cover. I don't have very much of the modeling paste left. I got to buy some more. And yes, I can make my own, but not this soft stuff.
I don't even bother making my own anymore.
No, it's
I don't know.
It's cheap enough, and you know what? You're actually better. I like the smoothness of the stuff that I buy rather than me try to make it and dissolve it and all this other stuff. Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah. All right. Looks good. Look at my little critters because Diamond's working on what I want to put in the bottom for me. So I might as well do my critters here.
And then what I'm going to do here, just to give it more of an antique look, is I've got one of those spellbinder things, and I'm going to use the brush part of it.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Yeah,
I bought that, and I think it's the most useless tool I ever purchased.
Not until I discovered to do this with it.
Now I can see a use for it.
I was trying to figure out what I could use to make the pages on the box, on the side of the box, and this is how I did it.
That's awesome, Marina. I'll have to remember that. Creative. I think mine was flawed because every time I go to poke something in, use the poker, it'd fall inside, and I'd sit there for 15 minutes trying to get it out.
Trying to get the pucker out, yeah.
Yep. So I was like, oh, it's thrown in a drawer, but now I got another use for it right there. That's awesome.
Well, yeah, it's part of the mixed media. Like, every time I watch Stacy, use what you got, and I was like, okay, what can I use this for? And then she started using like pill bottles, and I'm like, why can't I do it this way?
That's creative.
See, and look, I don't know how well. Let me see if I can bring it up to the camera to give you guys an idea of what there. See how the texture is?
Yep, that's cool.
So once it dries, it's going to be like little valleys and peaks. Because this stuff is going to dry hard as a rock. At least I think it is. Shit. Did I use it right? Yeah, modeling paste. Yeah, flexible modeling paste. So it might be a little bit flexible, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to leave it, and I will be right back because I need to wash this out because I don't want it to harden on the wheel. Okay. There. Now I know it's not going to harden because it's all nice and clean. All right. Now this might take a while, so we'll see how it goes. I may have to leave it overnight to get, because if I try and paint it too early, it's going to smush down the hills and valleys that I just made.
Sorry, I'm on the phone with Diamond real quick. She's figuring something out for me.
All right. So I had the workers in here again today, measuring again for the third time. And now he says, oh, he's waiting for a call back from the manufacturer to see when they can get my kitchen built. But in the meantime, you know, if I go out, I got to let the security know that I'm going in and out. Because if they can get it done like tomorrow, then they're going to let me know right away. And I told them, well, if you do it anytime before the weekend, then your workers are going to get stuck having to move all my stuff out of the cupboards and stuff. He says, yeah, no problem. But in the meantime, all my crafting supplies and everything are put away, and somebody has to be here at all times.
Why is she home?
Lise, are you talking about that blue tool that I was using the wheel on?
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Love you. All right. All right.
If it's that blue tool that I was using to make the marks on the paper, it's for when you're using it on a die cut. Like if you use a die cut, and then you know how there's like little intricate areas in the die cut that you have to poke out the paper for. So that's meant to brush out all the little pieces on one end and then pokey on the other side. But as Tina said, that tool, it does not really poke out very well. This is about the most useful piece that I've ever bought. This is part of the Silhouette, I think, or the Cirque Cricket. I can't remember. But this is what I use to poke all the little holes out.
Mm-hmm.
That one's about the only one. I mean, I hate that it's hooked, but it's better than that straight one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave this overnight. Yeah, because it's as soon as I touch it, it's a soft, flexible one. So yeah, see, it's softening, but it's not hardening. So I'm gonna leave it and let it dry.
Right.
All right.
Oh, I print that.
I'm gonna put it on you. Give me a few minutes, guys. To go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna put it on you. And I'm muted.
All right. Hi, everybody. I should get this up over here. I'm trying to figure something out for my box. Download it. How do I download it?
Okay, I guess we lost Tina, and I went to the bathroom. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sure she'll be back in a minute, and my camera's decided to go out of whack again. All right, let me wash up this other piece before it hardens. So I'm sorry, guys. I will be right back again. But I hate needing brushes and things like that to dry because then you're going to ruin everything you use. So let me show you what I've been working on for the last couple of days. Yeah, I see you, Tina. Welcome back.
Thank you. I have no idea what I did, but I did it.
All I know is I heard, oh, it downloaded, and then you were gone.
Yep. I clicked, I must have clicked the wrong one.
Lee's a soft toothbrush should do the same thing. I'm just not sure what kind of pattern you would get. So this is that book, and the other one seems to has. Oh, there it is. Oh. All right. So let me show you what I've been doing for. I'm going to put on mine. Lise, I'll get Tina to show her box and tell you what her idea is. But I started my Hocus Pocus box. And right now it's just been covered. It needs a second coat of paint. And I'll do that afterwards. So it's just empty. And there's going to be a journal that goes in here. And the pages, you can see how I did this. It's all raised and it's nice and hard. So it looks like pages are falling out of the book. So right now it's still in the process of being done. I have to use modeling clay to make the snakes and everything else that goes on top of it. And unfortunately, my experiment with cornstarch and glue did not work, and it looks horrible. And yeah, it's garbage. So I have to go and buy proper clay, and yeah, that's going to be part of the next couple of days. So this is the first journal that I made, hoping that it was going to fit in the box. So, and I'll show you what happened. So when I measured it, I measured the outside, but forgot to take into consideration the smushness, like the way that the thickness of the wood. So I kind of made it a bit too big and too wide. So it's about an inch and a half, and I don't want to take it apart. So I decided to make a whole brand new book, and whoever buys it can buy this book alone. It's just a simple journal. It's just an empty journal, blank pages, coffee dyed pages. It is scrapbooking thickness, 65 pound. No, 48 pound. It's photo paper that I could not use in my printer. Didn't like it. So I coffee dyed it all, and it all went into the book to make it into your own personal journal or a spell book or whatever. It's a catch-all. And it's got a beautiful tree with the frightened tree on it. Perfect for Halloween. And then I'm going to put that back down. And then I made the journal that actually will go in that box. And this is the same type of idea, except what I did here is I took the pages and I did a Copic stitch. It's my own design, my own scrub of Copic, and there's another name for it which escapes me right now, but it's a combination of a Copic and stuff. So I did that Copic stitch on the inside here, and then I glued the whole book in, including the first page, to the cover so that when you open it, it actually expands open.
It is so cool. I like that.
It lays flat. So, and this is all coffee dyed paper, just paper I can't use because I had bought it. It was supposed to be for the printer, but my printer doesn't like this paper. So I was like, well, the only other thing I could think of doing with it is just coffee dyeing it and using it in a journal. So as you can see, it lays nice and flat. It's not like a regular traditional junk journal where all the pages are alligated out and you have a hard time. No, this is going to lay flat. And then the front of it is, again, that frightened tree. And this is fabric. And I put a snake on there, and I wrote the word spellbook as if the tree kind of exploded. With the tree being frightened, everything else around of it got all scrambled. So you see the letters are all backwards, and the dark writing and everything. And you've got the spider coming down the tree, the snakes coming down the tree. Yeah, the tree's going to be frightened naturally. So on the side, we have another snake and some more ants. And then the back of it, you've got the spider web and the two little spiders. And there's going to be something else right here. But I need more of a flat spider. This one's too thick to put in the back. So I might see if I can find some more of these. I don't know. It was a package that I had gotten last year in a swap. And that's basically what I've done so far. Now I don't know what to work on, Tina, because
Me neither.
I was
I'm to a point where
because
I'm waiting for Diamond.
What's she gone to buy the box?
No, she's finding me something to put on the bottom of my box I want. She's making it. And that's where I am right now.
What, like little stuff?
No, a little saying, like a history of witchcraft.
Okay.
So when you open the box and you take all the stuff.
The camera on you. Explain to Lise, because she wanted to know what goes in the box.
Oh, okay.
Explain to Lise what you're doing with it.
Diamond right now is going to. I'll show you what she's doing. She's taking this history and currently most traditional cultures of witchcraft. She's going to be putting this on this paper, but look at like this, okay? This is what it's going to look like. That's what she's doing on her end for me. And that will be glued, I'm using this as example, in the bottom of this book like this. And then I'll have all these little creatures. They're going to be sitting in here and there. I do have a fly somewhere. I have a fly to add there too. And then inside that, there's going to be my little spell book. My little bottles I made. They're just going to be kind of in here. They're here and there. And then my bag of bones. And then my runes. And I may not keep these in the bag. I just got these in the bag so they don't get lost. They'll probably just be scattered in there. And then I am making a little voodoo doll. And then,
I love that voodoo doll.
and then when you open it, because its cover says bones and stones. And I have some cards coming, tarot cards from Bima coming in the mail, and I'll stick them in there. So say you take everything, if you're a nosy person, you're like, oh, bones and stones, and you go, what is that? And you take out the...
I see the bones. I see the bones. Oh my God.
Okay. Oh, I got my string hanged up. Okay, hang on. I'm stitching my heart on, so... Oh, okay. That right there. This is the bones. I'll show the spell book. So the spell book, you did like the cover or like the box, and then I just put this with hot glue and made that. Added some bugs, and it's just got different spells that I found off Google, and I just made a little book. The bones are okay. Grandma just sent me what I'm looking. Let's see if she did it right this time. I give up. I'll have to work that out myself. Okay.
What exactly is she trying to do? She's trying to do that same.
I want it to look like this.
Okay.
And she's trying to figure that out.
Okay.
She's sending me in two different formats. She's sending the paper by itself and the print by itself. I want it on top of this.
Okay. Ask her to send it to me. I'll have it done in 5 minutes.
Oh, I wonder if I could forward it.
Yeah, you should be able to forward it to my email.
Or your email or messenger?
Preferably email. No, it doesn't matter. I could save it to my computer and import it into the thing.
Okay. Let's see if you get it. I just sent it. Hello?
Oh, no. Wait.
Yeah, no, it's two different. When I look at it, it's in two different. The paper's on top of the words. Yeah. Marina's going to do it. I just sent it to her. She'll have it done in 5 minutes. Yeah. It's got to be the size, Marina, of, let's see.
5x7?
Yeah, 5x7.
I'm just waiting for it to open because it's in Microsoft Word.
Yeah. Bye, love you, bye.
Okay, so I have the wording. Now, what about the background?
Old school looking paper is all I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Like this vintage looking. That's all I care about.
All right. Yeah, but you want it to look like a scroll, do you not?
Yeah. See how kind of like this one looks? I mean, I don't care about the writing. If you can make it Gothic or old school looking, that'd be cool too.
No, the writing is fine. Give me a minute.
Yeah. But, so I got my bones. Here are my bones. All I did is I had Scott cut the bones off one of these plastic cans from the Dollar Tree.
All right, the camera's on you so that I can work this out. It won't take me long.
So he just cut these off right there at the knuckle for me. And then I just painted them with black. I may add some brown. I don't know yet. I like the way they look right now. So let's say if I want to read the bones. Woo! I gotta get some tea leaves in there next. So you can read the bones. Parchment paper. Yep. And Joel mentioned runes, and I'm like, what the heck's that? So Bima sent me what they were. And I had these little bitty dominoes. And I covered them and I painted them last night and made my own. So them will be in there. Them are my runes. They're double-sided. Both sides have the same on them. And then all I did for this is these are just green pearls I had. And I cut them. I put them in there with some green, yellow food coloring. And I put some, I didn't have baby oil, so I used Skin So Soft. So they look oily. And then I just put hot glue going around it so it doesn't open. And in this one, it's just white pearls I have with some, they had black paint on, but the blank paint came off, but that's okay. Because they were supposed to look like floating eyeballs. But that's that one. This one is I took some little of this netting and I just trimmed it up and put it in a bottle so it looks like there's something in the bottle. Oh, you guys can't see that one, did you? I was my camera too high on my camera here. So that's the white bottle. Here's the green one. And then the tiny one is just glitter. Green, blue, and white glitter in there to make it just look like it's something. And that's going to be inside the box. And then I'll finish my little voodoo doll. I did this one, but I didn't like how he looked, so I'm redoing him. Plus, he was tiny. I wanted a bigger one. So I had to redo him. But that'll be inside the box. After the poem or the history of witchcraft will be inside the box. So if you lift everything out, you'll see it. And I'll have some cards coming. Tarot cards. Not a whole set. They're just random tarot cards that'll look cool in there. And I can't think of anything else I would put inside this box. Right. And Diamond's box, I will be making her book, which will be done very similar to this one, except it'll be brown to match her book. And hers will have a magnet underneath the paper and then magnet inside the box. And hers will be bigger to fit inside her box. This will be pretty much. And then when hers opens, her book can be seen. And this will be all in there. And then if somebody gets nosy at my house and they're like, what's in Tina's Bones and Stones box? They'll be creeped out. Or they'll think I'm into some funky stuff. And I had to check last night. It's a novelty thing. None of my stuff is real. So, like, plastic bones is not what they actually use in their voodoo or witches. They actually use real bones. And as long as you don't believe in it, you're good to go. Let's see if I can get this thread back through the needle. Probably not. That'd be my luck. But that is where I'm at.
Tina,
Yes, ma'am.
actually, never mind. I'm going to do this a different way.
Oh, 2 tries and I got it. So proud. So now I'm just stitching the hurt. I kind of hot glued it down so I didn't, and I'm just doing this rough stitch going in and out so it looks kind of legit. I'm making things as realistic as possible.
Is there any way you can send me the writing without the background?
You got it with the background? Why am I not getting it with the background?
Yeah, I'm getting it with the background, and I can't separate the words with the words out of the background.
See, mine comes up separate when I look it up. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Send it to me as a JPG if you can, rather than a doc. If you
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
send it the same way. Send it the same way, but just the words.
Just the words. Okay, let's see if I can do that.
Because for some reason, the program is, when I try to transfer it, actually, maybe I could try saving it as a picture, seeing if that works.
See, I don't know much about this stuff. That's why I asked Dime to figure it out for me. Let's see if I can copy.
Yeah, the words are not coming through. The only way that I can do it is I can copy it in old text, but it won't be the same writing.
Oh, she found me something cooler. You know what? Never mind, Marina. She found me a picture. It's what I really wanted. Yeah, we're good. Thank you. Yeah, this is what I actually told her I was kind of looking for. I'll show you what I printed here. Because I told her a picture or a saying. Let's see. Oh shoot.
Yeah, see, I can get it to do it, but if I could have just copied the words and then transferred onto the paper, you would have gotten it. But for some reason, the way she did it, I can't get it like that.
Yeah, I can't either. For some reason, when she sends it to me, the words are below the paper, not on the paper. And now I can't. Yeah.
I have to write on the paper, but it's not going to work the way it was anyway, because it's printing too big.
Yeah.
It's printing across the page instead of 5x7.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so I'm back in. All right, so now I got to figure out what I want to work on. I was cleaning up all my die cuts, so I kind of put that aside because I went to the dollar store, but they didn't have any more magnetic sheets, so I couldn't transfer any more onto that. I got to go buy them. I guess I could work. See, what I was going to do is I was going to take these all apart, and I was going to sew the scrapbooking paper right onto this, so that when it goes back in the book, these will hold into the section where it needs to be, and it won't affect the actual pages that are going to be there. But that's not going to work because I need to print the papers first before I put them back in the bag. Oh boy. Sorry, guys.
It's one of those days.
Yeah. Nothing seems to want to go right.
Yep. It's all good.
I mean, I thought I was going to take up a couple hours with the book, but then I decided I wanted to put the texture on the front of it, and that I'm going to have to wait overnight for it to dry. Otherwise, it's not going to. I won't be able to paint it. It'll paint it flat, which defeats the purpose of me putting the paste on it to begin with. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, somebody give me an idea of what to do. Who wants to see me do something? I don't know. Throw some ideas out there. If I have it, I can do it. Except don't ask me to do Mixpedia, because that I have no clue. Not that I have no clue how to do it. It's not something I enjoy doing.
I love mixed media.
I started another album, but I'm kind of stuck. What do you do when you start something and you don't like it? Do you just kind of trash it and throw it away?
I just put it to the side until I can come up with something that would.
Because I started this album. It's the Live, Love, Laugh. And it's an album that I had lying around that I had made too small for another project that I was doing with Emily. So I started the cover and I started using the papers, and then realized that after I put the papers in, I should have left the papers out so that I could do the flips and the flops and everything else with it. And then last night in another live stream, in another stream, not live, but another stream, we were doing pages for that. Or I started one of the pages, and this is where I kind of got sidetracked. So I'm just gonna put this aside, but this is one of the pages, and I'm just gonna take all these die cuts because they've got to be put into proper. It has to be put into the proper thing with the. But this is what I started with.
Oh, cool.
So, and then I'm going to attach the page back into the book. So these are the three. Because one of the ladies had suggested I use like a metallic pink, and put some kind of flowers in the bottom here, and then repeat the words "live, love, laugh." So this is just fooling around. This is not going to be the last, but I'm not liking this whole thing. This is my problem. I'm not liking the whole thing.
I think it's pretty.
It is pretty. The paper's pretty, but the way I'm putting it together is what I'm not liking. The paper is absolutely beautiful, but it's just not what I wanted. So sitting here last night, I was up until like 2 a.m. trying to figure out whether I was going to keep this page or trash it and start all over again. That's what I'm right now. So it's either me sitting here trying to figure out how I'm going to fix this page, or starting all new. And this is where my problem comes in. It's because I don't have this actual die cut, a page that I'm already using. I've had to sit here and actually measure it. And if you can see, it came out like trash. Here, I'll show you it up to the camera. See how it's so uneven? It's not a perfect curve. And I think my OCD is going out of whack and going crazy because of that.
I hate when it kicks in. Okay.
See, if I'd had the actual die that I could match it all up, like I did with my summer album, then I'd be okay.
Okay. Who does it? Aha. That looks cool. Did this agree?
Did you finally get it to work?
I found something I liked on Google Images. So I'm gonna use that.
I guess nobody's got any suggestions on what I could do. Oh well.
I'm trying to see. I'm not good at albums or shapes myself. That's why I have dies and a Cricut. I'm not great. Yeah, because my eyes are so bad. If you wouldn't have pointed that out to me, I wouldn't even notice.
I don't have. I know I have it somewhere because I ran into this problem before with this particular paper that's shaped like this, and I have it saved somewhere in my Silhouette. I hate it when this happens. You get a mental block and I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Give me a minute. Got some ideas running through my head, and I don't know which way I want to go with it.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that either now that I printed it. I will figure this out. I'm going to work on my voodoo doll. Sometimes you just got to walk away.
I think it sounds like both you and I are in the same boat right now.
Yeah.
Boy.
Time is it? 3:30.
Yeah, 4:30. Well, for 4:30 for me, 3:30 for you.
Yeah. I'm just going to add a little glue right there. Put that down because I missed a stitch. And we're just going to snip. There we go.
Okay, show you another another Halloween thing that I started. And this one is going to be sold as is. It's for the person to finish off the decorating.
Mm-hmm.
So this is made with wallpaper and a cereal box. And it's simple. It's nothing elaborate. It's just somebody that wants to put maybe some journaling and some other things. So it's some Halloween paper that's been printed. So nothing fancy, plenty of open spaces in the book. And then this is just a Halloween pack with some skeletons. Some of the papers go one way, some of the papers go upside down. I was really screwing up this day, and yeah, I didn't care. I just wanted to get this sewn into the book. So, but who knows? Somebody might appreciate the spirit of Halloween when things are upside down as well.
Yeah. It's cool.
So then you've got that. And then you've got the ephemera that I started cutting some of the pieces out. So you've got the witch and all vintage stuff. Happy Halloween. I left whoever buys it, I also left the pieces in case they want to make belly bands or they want to make anything else with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the bingo cards, and there are tiny, and there's 6 of them. There's some tags that I cut out, and I'll probably put some other kinds of tags in there as well. There are ephemera pictures and stuff, all vintage Halloween pictures. And that's your spell book that you can put into the book itself, and it's all printed on 65-pound cardstock. And then you've got, this is a spell book that you can use, just tuck.
No, this ain't Casper. Why am I not seeing Comet Sense? There we go. No, it's going to be my little voodoo doll.
And then you've got some more tags. You've got the skull face, vintage lady, a witch, and then some poison bottles, some old-fashioned Halloween card, and then you've got some extra papers in here. That's all the extra ones that I printed that I couldn't fit in the book. And then you've got some Halloween tags. No, tickets. Then you've got potions like brain maggots, coffin nails, poison pumpkin. It's all different labels for bottles or just for tags in your book. You've got just plain blank tags that you can cut out. And again, this is all on 65-pound cardstock. You've got more tags and some of the Wiccan symbols.
That's what I'm thinking about putting at the bottom of my book, is that circle.
Yep.
I think it's cool.
Magic ingredients, magic spell. Like, so you've got one side where you write the spell out, and that's what you have the ingredients on for it. And you can make it into like a little booklet type of thing. And then again, the same thing. This one's a love spell, and it's different items in here. Then you've got a card with some cut aparts for envelopes.
Ouch.
You've got an ephemera page with all different things to cut apart for your journal. Then it's got the cover, which is Book of Spells. And then this one just kind of misprinted, but when I showed it to you guys, you thought it was cool that it was all different things on top of each other. So I figured I'd leave it in there. Same with this one. It misprinted on the wrong side.
It looks cool.
And
Some of my misprints are some of my best work.
then there's this one here, which is the back of the cover, and then 2 more of those spell books that you can use as tucks. And then just some, this is like on regular plain copy paper. So again, misprints. Copier didn't accept cardstock. Instead, it printed on regular paper. But you can easily put this onto tags and stuff like that on it. And that's basically about it right now. So, but I figured I didn't really want to decorate it too much, because whoever buys it may want to have all these different things to put on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just going to be a simple Halloween kit with all the different pieces in it.
It'll look cool.
And yeah, it's just something to play around and something to just simple and do it.
Yep.
Exactly, Nader. It's something simple that, you know, Bad Witch can play around with. She says, your art is undeterred, very creepy and clean. I don't know if you can be creepy and clean at the same time. That's kind of a, what's the word, oxymoron there?
Mm-hmm.
I can't be creepy. I've tried being creepy. Like this box, this Hocus Pocus box calls for all these dark colors and, you know, the smoke and the mirror and all this other stuff that's supposed to be on there. And I can't. It just looks too weird to me. I've tried. I'm trying to copy you ladies and try to put it in there the way it's supposed to be, but it just doesn't look right. So I'm like, okay, I got to do it my version. It's not going to look pretty. There is something else that I wanted to try. I haven't watched any videos. You know, but I was going through my craft stuff yesterday looking for flowers, and I came across this. And I was going to try and see if I can copy it. See this? But not the same one. But what I can't figure out is what they put. It's like a soft material here. How they got it to bevel like that. But I definitely, this is just like a simple art book that somebody put together. But I'm never going to use it. So I was going to take it apart and figure out how it was made. But I think from what I'm seeing, it might have been made the same way that I made that other book. The difference being that there's an extra piece here, and then it opens up like this.
Cool. That's what I'll put in.
But this part here, how the heck did they make it?
Sit.
Because it almost feels like a sponge.
I'll be right back. I gotta go use the ladies.
And it's definitely just sewn in because it comes apart when I try and squeeze it. Huh. I'm going to have to try and figure out how to mix this together. All right. So Nader says, you know what? That book is a cool item for you, Tuber, to create paranormal content.
The charger on.
They don't
Head over on the
or
floor.
with items that you laugh at. This is create like a creepy book and create some rumor, and YouTubers will buy it. Yeah, really. That's true. Very true. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. What Tina is working on is a box that all of her creepy Halloween spell bones and stones box is going to end up. It's going to have the voodoo doll. It's going to have potion. It's going to have a spell book in there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really creepy. I really want to copy this, but I don't know what the hell they used for the top of this. Trying to figure out what they would have used. Because I know that it's this piece here, then there, and then the one piece down there, and then the top part. That's not good.
Way too big. Yeah, that's what I thought. Excuse me. Oh,
Oh, good, Vanessa. It's fine. I'm just stuck because I don't know what to do next since I gotta wait for my book cover to dry before I can it's still soft. Yeah, it's still crumbling. So I don't touch it anymore. Oh. Okay, so now I know how loud my printer is. Oh man, Tina, how did you do that? What did you do? Just print that off?
yep.
And now you're gonna do it next.
Yeah. I'm going to trace this piece of paper. And then I'm going to cut it out, and then I'm going to make it vintage looking.
Wait. Oh, I see. You're gonna trace that paper onto the so that you cut out that piece the same way.
Yep. I like the symbol aspect instead of the history. Ooh, gotta move it just a smidgen over. My bad. That's all right.
Let's not do that. But it does have to fit the Pentagon inside. Wait, I got a question. I got an idea. Can't you scan that card and then print the Pentagon inside of it?
I could, but I'll just do it this way.
Yeah, but it looks like it's too big. It looks like the Pentagon is too big.
I don't think it will be.
All right. We'll see in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll put the camera on you since you're actually doing something.
So you know what? It's good space. Plus, you figure I'm gonna have the little critters.
Yeah, but the top and bottom is, but the sides almost seems like it's too big. It's too big. It's touching the edge of the papers.
Right here.
Yeah.
Even space. You're just seeing my line I messed up on.
No, I know, but is that the way you want it?
Yeah.
You wanted it right on the edge?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the time I'm done with it, it'll look awesome.
Yeah, you won't even be able to tell that it was on white paper.
It's actually on gold.
Oh, it's a shimmer paper. Okay.
Yep. Got some shim to it. Should be right on top. I use it all the time.
Okay, I figured out something to do for the moment while you do that. This is just a plain book that I started. I kind of got an idea with it. This might be the same size.
What's for dinner, Mom? I have no idea. What are you cooking?
I am making chicken.
Don and my daughter just asked me, "What's for dinner, Mom?" Oh,
Yeah, is she cooking? Let's find another pack of dice. Holy macro. All over this freaking house. See,
ooh,
look.
tater tot casserole. Yum. Mm.
It's the same size. It looks like it is. Yes, it is. I'm not going to open another pack if I already have one. Let's clear out a good portion of this. Tater tot casserole. We do not have tater tots in Canada.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I don't want to use this one. Let's leave that in the side if we don't
Are
need it.
legit tater tots, or do you have something similar to tater tots?
Nope, we don't like just hash browns and stuff, but no tater tots.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it does not exist here. Yeah, this is not going to work. It's too thin.
Mm.
Needs a 0.5. Okay, so this is going to be different.
I'll figure out what we're gonna have.
This time, I'm not going to put the pages in until I do all my flips and flops and all the other stuff.
Daniel wants to know what part of Canada you're from.
I am in Toronto. I'm in the main city of Ontario, capital of Ontario. I was living in Ottawa, which is the capital of the country. But my daughter she has a hard time with French. So she's not bilingual. And unfortunately, with the capital, you have to be bilingual to get a decent job.
Ah.
So we decided to move back to Toronto. My boys didn't want to come. They wanted to stay in Ottawa. And I said, okay, fine. I'll give you guys the house and you guys can take care of it and take it from there. And that's what they did. So they still have the house and we go back every once in a while to visit. But we're in Toronto because this is where she found her job. And it's good for her because, you know, even though she's still living with mom, she's independent and on her own type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I told her, I said, anytime you find a boyfriend or you want to move out, by all means, please do. Nope. No prospects.
How old is she?
Give me a minute. All right, so what are we? We're 2020, right? So she will be. Oh, you know what? My mind just went totally freaking blank. Give me a second. She will be 31 this year.
Wow.
No, I'm wrong. No, I'm right. Wow. It just dawned on me. Wow. Like, I was still thinking she was under her 30s, but no, she's already changed it. Damn. Where the time fly?
Yeah. It does. I look at my grandchildren all the time going, oh, wow. Allie's 10. My daughter's 28. My son's 24.
Yeah, she turns 31 at the end of next month. Wow.
That'll look cool.
Okay, so I think it's going to end up being four base pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's going to need the 5th. So it is going to need this 5th. All right.
Yeah, I'd have been in Canada this year.
So
Matter of fact, about this, I said I would have been in Canada this time.
Huh?
Because while we were going out by Steph, and then we were taking a ride because she's in Ohio.
Yep.
And we were going to drive up. And I checked in to get in my passport and all that, and then COVID happened, and her mom passed away, and then her stuff with her dad, so we put it off.
Luckily you did.
Yep.
All right, so now I got the pages planned out. I know what paper pad I'm going to use. I'm going to use this one, which is Peekaboo, and a couple of pages of the X-ray. And I think I have the sticker book as well for this. So this is called Peekaboo. This is your pretty Halloween. See, it's got your This is one of the small Michael's paper pads. Let's see. I haven't even gone through it yet. Joe said, just get this one. I'm like, okay. And then I paid for it, and Michael's lost my order. So then they sent me just this book, and I'm like, I called them, and I'm like, wait a minute, where's the rest of my order? Oh, we'll get it out to you eventually. Yep. Canada is definitely a place for people to come to.
I've been there twice. When you only needed a birth certificate to get over the border. That's how old I was.
We changed it.
Yeah. I was a child.
This page, look at this page. It's all the shine.
Yeah.
It's-
My step grandparents would go to Canada. I don't remember. We went through, through Michigan to get there. And we were about 150 to 200 miles after the Michigan border, in this some resort, and had, God, the lakes or the ponds. It was just beautiful. They'd go every year up there fishing. Where I should ask my stepmother once where exactly they went.
Let's see. I have. So.
Yep, we couldn't cross because they changed the law, Diamond, or you guys would have been in Canada.
Yeah, you can't cross anymore. Not right now. The borders are still closed for non-essential travel.
Yep. Hi, Vanessa. Yep.
If our prime minister and our premiers have anything to do with it, we're not opening it anytime soon.
Yep. We were we were on vacation. We could look at Canada. Supposedly.
That's about all.
Yep. And years ago, when I was a kid, was it Saint Sue Marie? Am I wrong? Am I getting them mixed up?
Where the mining is, where the mines are, the nickel mines.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the St. Marie.
Yeah. We were in Michigan, and we went up and saw the Sioux Locks that's right across from the border. Yeah, and told the kids to cross that bridge over there, you'd be in Canada. Can we do it? I'm like, we went over the bridge, but we didn't cross the border. Just so that
I'm going to see if I happen to have another of these books.
so I could say they were at least too close, but I know the guy that was like at the border said they get that a lot. People just drive over the bridge.
Let's see if I have another one. That's my gauge.
I guarantee if I'd asked, they'd probably let their kids I said I should have asked when we were coming back. I said, Mom, I should have asked the guard if they could just step 1 foot over and then come back over. They could at least said they were in Canada. I guarantee the Mountie, because he was a Mountie. He would have let him. They should have something where like 5 mile or like you're able to cross and come back, not go any further, leave your walk over and say, yep, I was in Canada. Goodbye. We're not staying. We just want to check it out,
That would be funny.
Yeah. Especially when you.
All right, so I do have more pages.
Yeah.
These. What I can do to make them into pocket pages, because right now they're single pages, I can turn them into pocket pages. And there's going to be a trick in order to do it.
I should put a symbol on this side, on a cover.
Sorry, say that again.
I wonder if I should put one on this side.
So you put that in the bottom?
Yeah.
Find something similar to do it, like another symbol like that.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, but make it in the circle. This one. Hang on a minute. I'll show you the one I'm talking. The one with the one with the diamond in between. This one. Hold on a second. That one. Something similar to that one, but
Yeah.
I kind of like the one that you got too, but maybe make it with the circle already in there.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So in order for this to not be cumbersome, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these into pocket pages. So 2, 2, 3, 4. It should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one, that's 5. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put these 2 aside, and I can use those for pockets. Now, let's think here for a minute. So I can bend this one forward like this. Wait, let me see where there's this mountain. So the mountain's here. And then put 2 1-inch here, and no, let's see again. Where's the one that's got the tape on it? Like that. And do it like this. There you go. And then that'll be exactly. Yep. Yes, ma'am. That's the way I'm going to do it. All right. So that'll be the first way of doing it. So I'm going to need some craft paper. And I think this here, that's perfect. Let's see what's the size here. It should be 6. And it is 5, 5.5. I go too high. 5.25 2. It's 5.25 plus 1. 5.25 plus 1. Okay, so 1 inch.
All I know is the part of Canada I was in, the doctor didn't, because my dad, I will not get in a boat with that man. I will get in a boat with him, but he's not allowed to go fish. Okay.
Okay.
Because he got me with his fishing lure in my thumb.
Oh.
So I ended up having to go to, I don't know. They had clinic. All I remember as a kid is that when we got to the clinic up in Canada, the doctor came through a door and he had an apron on that said ice cream on it. So he took that off, put his little doctor jacket on, looked at my thumb, talked to me, and then there was a lady that was interpreting what he said because he spoke French, I guess.
Yep.
And I remember thinking, I'm like 9 years old, going, what is this guy saying? And then after he got the fishing lure out, stitched up my thumb, and then he said, and the lady says, now he says you can follow him. So he gets up, he's done with me, gives us a little packet of stuff to keep, clean and all that while we're up there. And he takes off his little doctor jacket, puts the apron back on. We go through the door, and we're in an ice cream parlor. And then the lady says, now he says he wants to know what type of ice cream you want. And I asked it, she said, pick out what you want. And I said, what about my brother? So then he gave us a pint container to take back with us. But I remember thinking to myself, and I said to Liddy, why doesn't he talk like me? And he was an older gentleman. And then to find out he was like the only doctor in like 60 miles.
Yep.
And he was older, and she says he doesn't know English. She goes, we speak French and English up here. He's old school, so he only knows French. And it was his daughter who knew both languages. I'm like, oh. If you're not familiar, I didn't know. But I remember coming back from my vacation, and my mom asked me how I liked it. And the only thing I told her about the doctor. And that's still, I'm 48 years old, and it still sticks out like it was yesterday. Learned that. We went fishing, sat around a fire. Didn't see no sightseeing. I said, like I said to my husband, we go to Canada. I get going fishing, but I want to see what's up there besides a big lake and another pond and another island. You know, that was I went on my dad's honeymoon because he got married and didn't tell his children and he felt guilty.
So you were on a fishing trip for your dad's honeymoon?
Yep.
Oh my God. Seriously? He took
Yeah,
his new wife fishing?
she was going with her parents. They were going with her parents.
Oh, okay, okay.
And he ended up taking us. It wasn't because they got married and didn't tell my dad's children. He told my mom that he couldn't come and get us it was his weekend he got married on.
Oh,
And he didn't, his own kids were his nieces, his nephews were all at his wedding, but his own children weren't.
wow.
Yep. We didn't even know they got married. He never told us. My aunt read it in the newspaper. So my mom called him and ripped him a new one.
Well, yeah, I would have too.
It said, Roger, I can't stop you from getting married, but that's a not good. If you're getting married and right out the door, you're not inviting your children to your own wedding, says how your life's going to be with your kids. Well, guess what? My mom knew it. Because my stepmother, she never was a decent stepmother. Yeah. That was the highlight of my trip to Canada. The French talking doctor who owned a clinic as well as an ice cream parlor. Old school, because I remember sitting on the little stools at the counter eating my ice cream cone. But yep. So that's how we ended up going to Canada, because that was his guilt.
Sometimes I can honestly say I do not understand men. I really don't.
Yep.
I don't want to turn it into a man bashing live stream, but.
Well, like my dad, for instance, you saw how this woman treated your kids before marriage. Why would you marry her? Because she did. All of a sudden, the weekends got less. Not that my dad's a weak man. I told my dad straight to your face, you're a weak man. Yep.
He probably knew it.
Yep. Diamond, she's been trying to brown out.
Oh my God, I've been browning hamburger for 25 minutes and I was like, why isn't this cooking? And I had to turn her on. I have done that so many times.
Yep, I did that. But yep.
I have done that so many times. Do not feel bad, Diamond. Don't.
Yep.
What time is it? Okay, so I gotta go put. Oh, geez.
Yeah, I got about 10 minutes, and then.
Yeah, I gotta go and cook chicken, and I still have to do a survey that I gotta hand in that I was supposed to do from class this morning, but.
Maybe we'll hear from Jo, and she'll let us know what's up with her grandson.
Yeah, I hope he's okay, because this is not like her for being gone all day.
No. She said he was knocked out cold.
Yeah. But I'm sure they must have had to do a ultrasound and not an ultrasound, a CAT scan.
Yeah, TC scan, everything like that,
Yeah.
I betcha.
Yeah. But kids are resilient. They bounce back faster than a lot of us think.
Oh, yeah, my daughter fell out of a 3-story window.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Yep. I switched bedrooms. I gave her the master bedroom because she had more toys. And I was in the process of switching bedrooms. Half her toys were in my master bedroom and half were still in the small bedroom. I took the smaller bedroom. I did not realize, I didn't click on it, that the windows in my bedroom versus the smaller bedroom were lower. And her little table was sitting in front of the windows. And my mom, we had the twin bed in there. And we had her toddler bed because my mom would stay with me a lot. So I said, it was so crowded with the twin bed, Diamond's bed, and all her toys. in a smaller bedroom that I decided to swap bedrooms and give them the bigger bedroom. And so I had my mom's bed in there. I had Diamond's toddler bed in there. I had some of her toys, and I moved her little table set in there. And I just put it in there, and it was by this window, and she was sitting in a chair, and she must have rocked it, and she went right out the window.
Oh my God.
And my mom came,
had a heart
and
attack.
I'm out in the living room. My mom comes out of the bedroom because she could hear her crying. My mom's like, "Where's Diamond?" I said, "She's in there sleeping with you." She goes, "No." And then when my mom walked back in the bedroom, she noticed the screen was out the window. Oh my God, she fell out the window. And I rushed down the stairs, fell. She's already walking toward me, and she pointed up at the window like, "Mama fell," because she's only 2.5, 3 years old. And my mom's in her nightgown. She hopped in her car. She didn't care. I had no shoes on. I grabbed her, put her in her car seat, and she's crying. Yeah, you were 3. She was crying. My mom's hauling ass to the hospital. She's doing about 80. Now, my mom was a truck driver, so she knew to put her four-way flashers on. And we passed a state trooper, and he pulled out with his lights on. And then he said he knew something was up because he saw me get out of the front seat, go toward the back, into the back seat by Diamond. They followed us right into the hospital, opened the door, and says, "What's wrong?" I said, "She fell out my window 3 stories high." So he grabbed Diamond. I'm the one limping in. He runs Diamond and tells the lady at the desk. He doesn't even talk to reception. He goes right through the emergency doors, and I'm following him, tripping along behind him. I think the worst part of the whole thing is the X-ray they use on a child, because it looks like they put her in this like stovepipe shaped X-ray thing. No broken bones, no bruises, nothing. All she had was a little indentation on her skin of the screen. Me, on the other hand, ended up with a fractured ankle.
Oh, geez.
Yep. The fire department, of course, it got turned over, open to social services, had to talk to the police officer, explain to the police officer, my house is wide open and ain't locked. So the police officer contacted, because I lived in Ashwaubenon, but I talked to Green Bay. They forwarded to Ashwaubenon. Ashwaubenon came out. Matter of fact, when we got back to the apartment, the fire department was already out there putting up the screen and childproofing the screen for me, and in their report was sweet.
I didn't have that same problem. I had the problem where my 3-year-old decided she would sleepwalk everywhere. So she actually got out of the house at 3 o'clock in the morning one night.
Oh, damn.
And was walking, like, we lived in okay, so imagine 2 rows of houses, maybe 10 houses in each row.
Mm-hmm.
But we were at the end where it was closed off into a park. So we didn't live on the end where the street was.
Yeah.
So somehow she managed to get up. She was only like 2 feet high, but she got through the door. The door was locked. We don't know how she did it. We did find the chair later on pushed out of the table. So she managed to climb on the chair, open the door, walk out of the house, walk like maybe 10 feet before one of the neighbors caught her. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, and they came knocking on the door, pounding, "Why the heck are you not watching this child?" We're like, "We're all asleep." She was in bed sleeping. And all she kept saying over, and this is my daughter at 2 o'clock in the morning, she kept saying, "I got to go home. I got to go to my own bed." So the only thing we could think of is that she was sleepwalking, and she was thinking she was still at the babysitter's, because at that point I was working full time. So all my kids were in daycare, and I sometimes did overnight shifts. So they would fall asleep there.
Yeah.
And yeah, that started the whole ball rolling with social services coming out and, knocking on my door, demanding, what kind of care I have for 3 kids and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I've been there, done that.
Yeah. The
I
police
told her, I
officer.
said, look, it's not only me. She does the same thing. So we did the childproof. We put the 3rd lock. We put it high enough that even if she stood on a chair, she couldn't get to the chain lock.
Yep. But the officers were really nice because they put in their report. Mother was truthful. Incident report accidental.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They never.
mine, they said the same thing. They did discover she actually was sleepwalking. There was nothing that I could do differently that wouldn't prove that.
Can I see that symbol again you showed me?
Me?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
witchcraft symbol
It's basically a star
in a circle.
in a circle.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, that was a scary moment. Oh. Oh. Yep. Didn't affect her. I was scared. Oh, was I scared?
Yeah, parents are usually the one that freak out more than the kids.
Yep.
Think nothing. They'll just laugh it off. Mom, I'm good. I'm not hurt.
All she did is point up. I fell.
Yeah.
I fell. It's probably why she likes roller coasters and all those funky ass rides I won't go on myself. I have to walk away. She went on her and my husband went on a ride. They were laying down in it and it was so far up. It was making me nauseated. I said, I gotta go. I couldn't watch him. All I could see him was splattering to the ground.
This one kind of twisted when it went in. This, ladies, will save you. It's called Undo.
Yeah, Joe just told me about that the other day.
Oh, this thing is a freaking lifesaver. We'll see how I screwed up and it went twisted on me. I put a little bit of glue, and it safely removed the glue of the double-sided tape, and it was allowed me to stick it back on. Okay, so this one. Okay, which are. Okay, so this one's got over here. This is the one that I need. So this one goes this way, and this way. Okay, let's do it the other way, like that. There, that's a little bit safer. There we go. All right. Had it. So next we are going to be continuing this live stream on Joe's channel. I'm not sure if it's going to be tomorrow or if it's going to be next week.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Actually, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it. I'm looking here for a minute. Do it this way. Yeah, gotta go this way. So when it opens, it's not going to jam. Let's do it this way. when it opens. No, it's gotta go. It's gotta open on the other side. So it is this way. Yeah, it's gotta be away from it. There we go. Dad, what are you doing? Much better. When you put it down in the book. This way. Yep. Yep. So, first page is now done. I have to still put the flips and everything, but I turned it into a pocket.
Cool.
So, and it's gonna just be with the one hinge on the page this way. That. So we're pretty much done. Tina,
Yep.
what about you?
Yep. It's gonna go right there.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, pentagon. Exactly. That works perfectly.
Yep. And then I'll add the little spider. I just got to make sure when the book closes.
The spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it closes, they don't hold the book up, and then all my stuff will go inside.
Yep, camera's on you.
Yep.
That
So-
worked beautifully. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you coming down. I know it was only a couple hours, and I know it was mishmashed, but we will get better at this. So I want to thank you. I want to thank each and every one of you. I was just reading what Vanessa said. My brother-in-law and his wife went to Canada for their honeymoon. When they told me what they paid for ice cream cone back then, I was like, no way. Yeah, ice cream is not, some of them are cheap and some of them are not. So anyway, that kind of sidetracked me. Thank you very much, everybody. Really appreciate it. And we will post in the groups. It's going to definitely be on Joe's channel next because we did yours yesterday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so Joe's is going to be next, which is Have At It. And if nobody is subscribed to any of us, to Tina's channel, my channel, or Joe's channel, please go and subscribe. We need the subscribers. And that way we can bring some awesome things to you guys. So have a good night. And if we don't see you tomorrow, we definitely will be back first thing Monday afternoon.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Marina.
You're welcome.
I will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.